Last checks. You
And
got back on last
balances.
checks. What I was about to say. Hey, you noticed something though? I ain't gonna say I just realized it, but I've noticed here lately. Not here lately. It's been for a while. You do an amazing job matching your outfit with your glasses. When did you start deciding to do that? Specifically, you do it a lot on the pod. I think that's amazing, babe.
When I wear my glasses out the house.
No, that's why.
I always do that.
Oh, that's true.
As many glasses. And I've realized as I put glasses on, there are glasses colors that I don't have.
Right.
And I don't at that moment put it in a cart. I need a glasses cart so I can add more stuff to my...
I remember we was talking about the people that have to go and they spend a lot of money on glasses just to wear them once or twice, where you can just buy a bundle of glasses and be okay.
What kind of glasses? Like shades?
Yeah.
Who wears shades once or twice?
I don't mean shades once or twice, but I think the conversation was like the people that buy shades and they spend a lot of money, and you can just go to places like...
like on designer glasses and things like that. I don't do that.
No. And that's okay, though.
Yeah, it is perfectly fine.
Even if you want to be the person that like to wear designer glasses, do you, bro?
Do whatever works best for you.
Yeah.
Whatever make you feel good.
Just make sure your bills paid, right?
Oh. Well.
Okay.
Now you trying to make people be responsible.
Because you know people...
You're trying to make people be responsible.
People,
But I would, go on Shein, Temu, Amazon.
You go on Temu?
Yeah, to get my glasses.
I never knew you went on Temu.
What?
I swear to God, I never knew you bought glasses on Temu.
12 pair out of the 20-something pair of glasses I have. Yeah, from Temu. I can get 3 pair of glasses for like $8. They come in the little bundles and all that.
I try to wear glasses.
The glasses you jacked for me, the black ones.
Yeah, where they at?
I don't know where they are. I need to find them. If not, I'm just going to order another pair. But those, the patterned brown ones, and then the... What do I have? A clear lens ones? Whatever. But it was 3 of them. And they were $7. What? Boy, what? All them little bags that was coming in. What?
I was going to slap that phone out your hand again.
You
I was going to make
it.
another viral moment.
On my multitasking. I was just about to show you and create a cart.
Multitasking?
Multitasking.
That ain't what you said, though. My multitasking. We could do a rewind. So
Rewind it. No. Run it back, Turbo. What is that?
Hey, what was what?
Why you do that with yourself?
I had something in my teeth. Reaction. We had a good week. Man, how did y'all fare with the snowing? Like, for the people who had to be snowed in with their partners for a couple of days, and this old big blizzard. No, it wasn't a big blizzard. It was ice. Ice is what shut us down. It was not. No pun intended. Ice is
shutting everything down.
No pun. Ice is the one that
families, borders.
They're not shutting down borders anymore. They more concerned about shutting down cities. Specifically, are we the blue people or the red ones? Red is Republican, blue is Democrat. Yeah, all the blue states. Anywho, we ain't want. Man, look, ice shut us down. It was an ice storm, not a snowstorm.
It's still out here.
Yeah, it's still outside.
It ain't melting. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, not nowhere for a while. I was thinking, like, when me and Carl was going to the gym, I said, man, you know what? When it do warm up enough for that snow to start melting, it's gonna be a mess.
I don't think it's gonna get warm enough for it to melt, like, cause it's not the melting type. Like, you should.
I'm about to be a weather reporter.
A blowtorch.
I'm about to be a weatherman. Oh yeah, no. We don't have warm weather in our future.
You should get a
Listen,
blowtorch.
y'all, the high for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. The highest the weather is going to get is 35.
I'm just in my feels because the solar panels are covered.
Yeah. I hate the fact when you look at the daggone. So I got this app, right, and it monitors the amount of energy our solar panels is taking in, right? So I looked the other day, right, and I was like, let me just see what's going on with the solar panels, right? When I opened the freaking app up, right, God, where's the app at? I opened the app up, y'all. I hate when I want to go look at something and I can't find it immediately. Oh, here we go. So I open up the app, right? This is what the app say. It say status of the solar panels, snow effect.
No snitch, Sherlock.
It say your system is operating at a reduced energy production due to snow obstruction. Once the snow melts, your system should resume normal production. So right now we are walking around this house threatening our kids to cut everything off.
No. Our kid.
Yeah, specifically one. Yeah, let's focus more on one. And while we focusing on one, last week we went to the hospital.
She had a procedure.
Yeah.
Everything went well.
Went amazing. I ain't cry as much as I cried when they walked off, because if I can remember.
You ain't cry as much, if you can remember, you ain't cry as much as you cried from when she's had, that's the sad part, she's had 4 procedures.
Yeah, but I felt like one of them procedures, they walked her back there.
They walked her back for all of, they put her on the stretcher.
No, literally put their hand on her hand and walked her to the back. They literally held her hand and they walked, is what I'm talking about. One of them procedures, they held my baby's hand. And she was looking back like a sad puppy.
OMG. That was like, that was when she had her tonsils and adenoids done. Because they was going to see if she could fit in the car. She couldn't.
And what's so crazy, yo, I don't ever remember. I don't remember.
Carl had that fun with the little car joint.
I don't remember her having the tonsil and her adenoid shaved down.
You cried like a baby.
You don't have to put my business out
there. The biggest baby ever. Oh.
Yeah.
You was right. Can I go with her?
But that's the thing. No matter the amount of surgeries, like, no matter anything happen. So, like, there's gonna be a worry effect. It started and it was over. I think we went somewhere for 15 minutes and it was over with. But hey, we got a healthy baby. I'm gonna tell you something about you folks who go. You people who go to the grocery store when a storm or something is coming. Y'all are real selfish. Why are Americans so selfish, man? You go to the grocery store, right? They say, okay, we're gonna have a snowstorm. There's a possibility that you're gonna be in your home for a few days. Why do folks feel like they need to stock up for months?
Because they want to make sure they have everything and not need anything.
Few weeks ago, people were saying how high groceries were.
Mm-hmm.
So you went in one weekend and they made all their money that they was looking to make in one weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Because people went broke to go to the grocery store.
And they actually snowed in. They were stuck in the house, and they had groceries.
Some of the stories I was hearing though was a little crazy. 3 carts.
Yeah.
That ain't that a bit much?
But people who had 3 carts don't have groceries. It's nothing but junk. It's a bunch of chips, sodas, stuff like that. It's no actual real live food. Like, you snowed in eating oodles and noodles.
I can't do that.
Eating chips and oodles and noodles, like, you're not in Hot Pockets stuff. Like, you don't have you're not cooking.
You're cooking nothing.
You're not making no meals. You're not doing nothing. You just quick and easy, throw the stuff in the microwave and just going about your day.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Pizzas and stuff. Like, if you went to the store and you saw, like, a lot of stuff that was, like, wiped out was freezer foods.
Yeah. That is true.
And, like, oodles and noodles and raviolis and all types of stuff. Like, these people carts weren't full with actual, like, meats and stuff. Because where they putting it?
That's what I'm saying. There really is a benefit to having more than one fridge in your home. For a lot of reasons.
Man.
Speaking of that, I knocked the power out to a portion of our basement, right? talking to some of my electrician friends who really aren't capable of doing the job, but can give you advice. They kind of agree with what I thought. I thought maybe it was the circuit little switch in the socket piece. And then, you know what's so crazy about your friends? One thing you need to know about your friends, you don't have good friends if they don't make you feel bad about spending money you probably shouldn't have spent. I told this man how much money I spent on that socket thing. And his response was, I can't make this up. This one I knew, I said, yeah, my man good. And I'm talking about Will. This man said, nigga, you could have called me or Avery and sat on the phone. We probably could have walked you through that. And I said to myself,
Let me tell you what went through my head. When they said the appointment time, when they was coming, I was like, cool. Normally, when I schedule appointments with them, they come closer to the end time. I was like, all right,
they
kids,
came fast.
We gonna hit the store
and
get back.
Before she can think about getting ready
Let me
for the
tell
store,
you,
they was there.
We get up the street, and I'm like, I ain't get nothing. But then I get an alert to my phone. This man is 4 minutes away. I said, but I didn't get the first text of confirmation.
Yeah, you did, because I told you I got it, and I had confirmed it.
But when you said that, it was after I'd already checked the message that came to me about where the guy was at.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Okay, come on, y'all. We gonna turn. Good thing we didn't get far. We pull up. He out there. I said, you not gonna get, like, closer to...
Oh, he was in the street.
Because you in the middle, like, close. Like, can't no car really get by you without tapping you. He was like, I don't want to get stuck. I'm like, all right, whatever. Cool. So, we come in. I explain everything. He's like, okay. So, he walks. First thing he does, the breaker is covered. I said, he was like, the breaker is blocked. I was like, it's not blocked. Just push the tent thing out of the way. He said, he moves in. He's like, that was the alarm because he's like, so he's like, okay, everything's good. He said, it's not the breaker. He was like, so let's see. And I was like, well, the reset on the switch isn't resetting, and we know that it can reset because we've done it before. And he was like, oh, okay, let me see. So he goes and he was like, he does a little thing, and he's like, oh, he was like, so I'm gonna test this. And he was like, see, he said it's possibility this is what it is. I was like, okay. I'm thinking, all right, cool. We're gonna see what this is about. When he said, first off, I'm looking when he said the part. I go on to Home Depot and look. The thing was $22.48.
Mm-hmm.
The socket.
Yeah.
I said, so once he hit me with, I said.
Basically, what I was thinking in my mind, because I literally had played it through my mind for like a week or two. I was like, basically, I could have just pulled that daggone socket out of the wall, and all I had to do was use electrical tape and put those wires back together.
Not even that. Let me tell you, once he pulled it out, the way that it's hooked up to the thing, or whatever, when he went to go rehook it to the new thing, he didn't hook it right. He was like, So he hooked it up again. So it's like, it's kind of like gave like foolproof. Like if you don't put it in right, the light don't light up. And if you switch the cords around and then hook it up, then the light come on.
It's like the hot wire and
so
the low
but
wire.
It's not like he was like, I need to cut the power, put on no glove, like do anything, nothing.
Well,
so it took him like 3 times to line it up right, however it need to go. And then once the refrigerator said, I said, oh, we got power. He said, how you know? I said, because the refrigerator cut on. He said, oh. He was like, yeah. So I said, you telling me.
I just spent that. I mean, it's still not a lot of money.
In my head. Hold up. In my head. The why I called you, because I was like, and then we called him just to let him know. But I was like, either way I was going to go with let him do it well, because I was like, what I don't need is for my man, Mr. Fix-It Handyman,
go to do
it, and he knocked all the power out to the damn house.
Whole house catch on fire. Not even knock the power out. I'm not gonna never put myself in that situation.
It's cool. I was like,
sometimes it's better to spend money than you to go in there trying to be macho man and you end up causing more harm to something than something simple.
It was Alex saying, "What the fudge? How many hundreds is that?"
Yeah.
I said, it's a couple, but I said, this is just, and she was like, he said you had a discount. I said, that was the discount.
I want to do it.
You want to do it?
You better put that phone down. Red flags ignored because the vibe was good. You ever had red flags in a friendship that you ignored because the vibe was good? I know I got one for you.
Okay.
You stay having red flags when you go to game night. And you stick around, so that's like ignoring it.
What? How?
Because you stay. You don't just leave.
What red flags do I have?
You don't like
those
that person.
Your red flags.
How is it my red flags? You said
just because I already told you, I cannot like somebody and still. Why do I need to leave? Because I don't like you. I ain't got to deal with none of that. I ain't got to deal with you. I ain't got to talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm not like, cause somebody I'm leaving. No, I can stay there and not like you. I can look you dead in your face.
Well, I don't like being around that type of energy, so I'm sorry.
It's no energy, nothing. I'm there. We're going to do whatever, going about our day. I don't have to kumbaya with you. I don't have to have conversations with you or nothing. And there's nothing, nobody has to guess or be like, oh, you already know. I don't like you. That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah, I think we need to make telling a person to their face you don't like them, though.
That's just it.
I'm close to doing it at work.
It's nothing wrong with. At the end of the day, people, we are too grown to be out here walking around on eggshells and stopping our lives for other people. Like, what? What you doing? What you eating? The shit don't make me shit. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to do me. You, just because you feel a certain type of way or whatever, that's your personal issue. That's your personal problem. I'm not going to stop my life and what I like to do and who I want to be around because of you. No. Now, if you come at me sideways or do some shady shit, then we're going to have a problem and we're going to address it. But what I'm not going to do is be like, oh, no, I'm going to miss out on everything or not do this because of you. Like, no, it's not that serious. But if I don't want to do something or I don't want to be somewhere, I'm not going to go. And I'm not going to be like, make it up. No, I don't want to go. I'm not doing it. That's it. People just need to normalize saying that. No, I don't want to go. Don't
like you said, there's no in all languages, right? But
it's no. Like, don't come up with something, make up something. We are too, like, if that is, and that's funny because me and my friend, we were talking about this today. Genuine friendships. You should be able to have conversations and check your friends on stuff and be cool. You may have an issue or problem at that moment, but later on you be cool. Prime example, was having a conversation and she was like, we was recapping the Housewives of Potomac and was talking about how people are not, like, they say they're your friend, but they really not your friend because they won't check you on your bullshit. Or if they try to check you on your bullshit, it's like a one-sided type situation. Whereas I've said some stuff, all different things, type of things, especially when it comes to, she was like, we should be able to check ourselves when we have spouses, especially if we're married, how we talk about our spouse. And I've had my friends plenty of times, because I've say stuff, and I don't care what it is I say, that they'll be like, Sonya, now you know, Mike that ain't even it. We not gonna let you play with him like that. And I'm like, whatever, so what? Blah, blah. You know what? Bye. And then we cool. Talk to you tomorrow. Not a problem. This joint right here, let us have a conversation and be talking about stuff. And he was like, you just be talking about me all types of ways. Got people thinking, don't nobody think nothing bad or ill of him. My friends will check me if I say anything out of pocket about him. And it was just one day, he just so happened to be in a room, and my best friend was like, absolutely not. You not. And she didn't even know he was in there. And he get to smiling and grinning. He was like, once I hang up, at least they know. Like, dude, come on now. And that's how it should be with anybody. Anybody that's your real, genuine friend should be able to check you and be like, hold up. And you be like, all right, whatever. You can get mad, you can be your feelings, but you still gonna that's how you grow. That is, you should be able to be checked about things and grow from it. If you choose not to grow from it and you choose to be bitter in your feelings, then that's something you need to work on within you. And that's not a real friendship if your friend can't tell you when you're wrong about something. It's not to say that they have to bust you out in front of other people, but they should be able to check you and be like, nah. Like, behind the doors, nah, sis, we ain't doing that. Okay, cool, whatever. It's nothing wrong. We're too old and grown for that. Like, we shouldn't be off the petty. That's little kid shit. Like, real life. That is so childish. Making up stuff as to why you can't go nowhere, don't want to do something, or adding it. Yeah. Let me see, because my wife. Don't put me in the middle of your shit. You don't want to do it? You don't want to go? No, I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. That's it. What they gonna say? Oh, man, you suck. So what?
You done? I totally agree.
No, I'm not done, since you want to say it like that.
I agree. I remember me and Will got into it in front of the guys one time, and he was like, yeah, no. Like, we too locked in for you. You could do that. Call me on my BS. Me and you could talk. Don't do that in front of these dudes. Mm-hmm. And it's so crazy how, like, a long time ago, he had this thing about, like, the East and the West crew. He was like, you could tell who the East and the West crew is. Like, the West crew, they do what they do, and they do what they do. And then there was the East crew, which was considered was me, him, Avery, and a little bit of Ro, because Ro was
it's the homebodies.
Yeah, Ro was more the
neutral.
Yeah, he was
played
the
on both
guy.
sides of the fence.
Yeah, because I've actually called a couple of them guys out just about some of their behaviors, right? And it's just like, that's what I talk about, red flags. When you call someone out on something and they don't recognize they wrong, it's probably best that you just sever ties in that friendship or that relationship. Because if you can't take the criticism that I'm trying to give you, and you don't understand that you probably played a role in whatever the situation is because of your behavior, and I'm trying to tell you that, and you so focused on feeling like loyalty and all this other stuff.
I mean, it has nothing to do with if you want to say loyalty, then that's me being loyal to you, is checking you to let you know that, hey, this ain't it. You get what I'm saying? Because why would I be loyal? So why do you think someone being loyal to you is somebody that's just going along with the stuff that you're doing, knowing it's not right, and never say nothing to you? That's a dangerous thing.
Big time.
Because that just gives them a lot of bones to have on you to carry. And at any given moment, whenever somebody else come along with a better deal for them, when it comes to a friend, like friendships can be like a business transaction.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, what does this bring to me? What do I get out of this? Is this giving me anything worthwhile? Is this draining me? You know what I'm saying? Is this a one-sided situation? But again, everybody has to understand that nobody is going to do for you or treat you how you do them. Everybody's different. Not to say that people won't care for you and things. It's just they won't do it in the manner that you want it to be done. Yeah. But it does not mean that that person isn't a good person.
Yeah.
Because you have people who are like, oh my gosh, I did this, I did that, and you know, all you could have did was this, and you can't tell people how to love on you. Yeah. And you know, you can't tell people how they should do things. It's just, if that's your preference and it doesn't work, then that's just not something that's going to work for you and that person. Like, if you can't receive, like our situation, our dynamic of like showing love and stuff it's a goofy type thing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that doesn't work for everybody.
Mm-mm.
Like we can joke all damn day.
Yeah.
All day.
All day.
And they could just be like, come on now, stop playing. You play too much. They're like, no, you play too much. Like, which one of us gonna stop playing? Yeah. But then you have that thought of, oh, you have somebody who going out with my friends. It's like, okay, I have a group of friends where I know we gonna go out, we can hang out, and whatever the bill is, we're gonna split the bill. Then I have people that I can hang out and go with, and it's like, nah, I got what I got, you got what you got, type situation. And it's no ill feels or whatever, but you have people who are salty about things like that when you don't want to split the bill.
Yeah. I know all so well about that.
Yeah, you have people who are salty about things like that when you don't want to split the bill, but you have to realize who your friends are, who you associate with, and how to handle people.
I think that played a major role into why I really stopped going out. Because I felt like every time we were going out, I was the designated driver because there wasn't too many people driving. And I ain't always want to be the person that got to stop drinking first because I know I got to drive this place and that place. I ain't want to always be the responsible one. And then when I tried to be irresponsible, I saw my life flash before my eyes and the car drifted into the middle of Branch Avenue. So then that make you just want to get back into your own driver's seat.
But here it is again. Does it mean that you have to just go into a shell altogether?
I don't think I'll go into
Man, you don't go out at all no more.
Yeah, I do. Remember that time?
In band camp?
I told myself.
You don't go out.
I did tell myself that recently. I said, man, you gotta go out and celebrate life a little bit. Show your face.
Like you don't.
Just to let them know you still alive.
Go out at all, and it's like, no.
You tired of looking at
me?
Do
you got friends?
I do. It's people that be wanting me to go out. I just be like,
like it's nothing wrong with saying, yeah, I'm going out, but no, I'm not picking you up and I'm not dropping you off.
Oh no, that's not even the discussion.
But I'm just saying.
But then it's got to the point now because I don't.
I'm even here to be your Uber if that's gonna get you out. Hey, get dressed. Let's go.
I also think, man, I'm gonna tell you though, like.
And it's not to say go out and do no wild stuff or whatever.
I'll tell you this. I think one of the biggest things is now, like, I'm just sitting back, right? And I'm just watching my children, like, just grow. Like, they just getting big, right? And I see how, like, when they get to that age where, like, I'm not going to say our bonds will change, but it's just like, I'm trying to maximize the time that I have left with the youth of my kids, and because I'm just enjoying it, and also because I didn't get to experience that. But I also understand that doesn't. It's important to every once in a while go out and just enjoy yourself
amongst people in your age range.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and I know you're not joking.
It's just amongst people in your age range. And nobody's saying, again, you ain't got to do nothing crazy, out the wall, out of pocket. You can go just chill, link up to watch the game, just shoot the shit. It's nothing to say, nothing strenuous, crazy, none of that. It's just get out of this house.
All right, I'm going to go out for the Super Bowl.
Bye.
Okay. Y'all heard it here first.
Ain't that this weekend?
No, that's next weekend. That's what I hate about football. It's this stupid old Pro Bowl this weekend. No, that's not. No, the Pro Bowl is. See, that's what I'm saying, yo. The Pro Bowl used to be back in the day when you had the Pro Bowl. It used to be a week-long celebration of like just football. They used to do just certain things, and I'm sure they still do those things. They just don't televise it no more. But now it's like, before you know it, you at Sunday and they playing that crappy old game that they put on TV and where it's just a bunch of guys tapping each other.
Oh, it's next Sunday. Okay.
What, Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, ain't the Grammys this weekend? Yes, the Grammys is Sunday too. See, that's another thing. The Grammys don't been watered down there. You used to know that the Grammys were coming because of the build up and all the follow. But the biggest build up happened when former CNN anchor Don Lemon appears in court after being arrested over protests in Minnesota church service. He was arrested while covering the Grammys this weekend. So he was arrested overnight in Los Angeles on Friday. The arrest comes nearly 2 weeks after Lemon was at an anti-ICE protest that disrupted a service at church in St. Paul, Minnesota. A source familiar with the matter said grand jury was, impaled Thursday. Is that it? Impaneled? Why the hell are you looking at me like that? I hate when you do that. No, I'm saying a word wrong.
Impaneled.
Yeah, shut up. No, don't say it now when I don't figure it out. The FBI Homeland Security investigation, a law enforcement agency within the Department of Homeland Security, was involved in the arrest. God, you know how crazy this sound going to arrest a gay man? All because he was covering a church protest?
What does his sexuality have to do with it?
I'll be honest. He's the G, right? He's the G. Mm-hmm. I rock with Don Lemon. I rock with the G's. All the G's ain't bad.
No.
Don Lemon just out here doing his job, man. I'm gonna tell you something, but hey, listen. when you can arrest a reporter, when you can openly violate someone's right.
So this protest because they discovered that one of his pastors is an ICE official? Oh.
Say the charges are related to a protest in which demonstrators entered St. Paul's City's church after discovering that one of the pastors is an ICE official. Huh? Why would
He worked for ICE.
And see, listen, can I pause for a minute on this, right? I want to tell y'all something. Right? I know it seems weird right now because of all the mayhem ICE has caused and have been causing. But the point of ICE, right, was supposed to target some of the most dangerous criminals in the United States that were here illegally, right? That's from what I can remember growing up, that's what ICE was. I'm talking about they were kicking in doors at night. They were going after gang members. I'm talking about serious, dangerous gang members. And the point of them covering their faces up, right? So I know that they all these policies everybody wants to be done for ICE, right? I was thinking about it. Like, the reason that they cover their face is because these guys that they're trying to deport and send back to their countries have the financial means to wreak harm on these people's families. So they cover their face so you can't identify them. I'm talking about ICE wasn't meant to be out here causing mayhem. When they made arrests, these were targeted arrests. I mean, people that they had been sitting back doing detailed investigations on people. And when they went after you,
undercover and worked side by side with that person as well.
And when they went after you, it's because they knew they had you dead to right. Mm-hmm. ICE wasn't meant to be out here just bullying American citizens. So, like, while I understand that you want them to, let's get them to wear body cameras, but their job isn't to, they like the jump outs. They ain't out here meant to. They not out here trying to do the right thing.
Nope.
They out here to drag you up out your house and send you back to where you came from. They the legal
vigilantes.
Yeah, they not. So the fact that you got probably 100 to 300 to 400 more ICE people on payroll now who don't embody the vision of what ICE was actually meant for, because they are forcing people to become ICE who aren't credibly capable of actually doing the job, and we just sitting behind these cameras and on these mics just acting like, oh man, they just doing the wrong thing. No, you just got the few that they don't, that ain't homegrown ICE people who went through exactly what is. Yeah, it's some homegrown ones that probably know that they were supposed to do.
85% of these people are there because they got that signing bonus.
But we also gotta listen. I'm gonna tell you something though, and this is one of the things we were preaching when a lot of unarmed black people were being killed by cops. We gotta get a few people who are always doing the right thing, always doing what they supposed to, but are courageous enough to stand up and stop their fellow officer when they doing something stupid. Yeah. We just gotta make that part great again.
Them accountable.
We gotta hold each other accountable because at the end of the day,
don't get along to go along with the job because you don't want the wrath, the backlash. At the end of the day, that's how you become.
Because when that officer, like, I want to specifically focus on the Alex dude who got killed. When that officer pulled that gun from out his waistband, based on the video we seen, I'm not about to speculate that they talking about this is AI and generating all this. No, when he pulled that gun, right, it should have been a responsible officer who was watching the perimeter and probably should have took that gun from that riled up officer.
But from my understanding, they had already been targeting him because a week or so prior, he broke a tail light or something.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, then if that's the case, then you go through the proper channels and you get him on destruction of property or impeding on the investigation or some type of charge that you can get on him the legal way. But the problem is, it's like we living in a world where I feel like laws and amendments just don't matter no more.
It don't, but ICE is nothing but, again, the Proud Boys and all of them are now a part of ICE, and they have the support to harass people and do what they want and feel like they can get away with it.
So Don Lemon's out of jail now. His next court appearance is February 9th in Minneapolis. Did I say that right?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
They know what it is.
He does not have to report, though, to probation or pretrial services for supervision, the judge said. Court permission is required for international travel, with the exception of a pre-planned trip to France in June. He must also avoid contact with known victims or witnesses and known co-defendants.
I mean, that's easy.
Yeah.
He gotta be around them people.
Yeah, he ain't gotta be in Minneapolis.
It's just a bunch of bull.
That's different though.
Man. And guess what? He still getting fucked tonight. He getting fucked tonight. That's funny. He like, whoa, whoopsie do. Like nobody's really about to come up with nothing to. That makes absolutely no sense.
All right, so moving on. These young dudes, they gonna figure it out,
man. These YNs out here wilding, right? So this mother is now crying and whining and want to sue this guy because her son died in the vehicle of this man that he stole from this man's driveway because the brakes were faulty.
Area and became increasingly panicked, accelerating to approximately 90 miles per hour. As he approached an intersection, he tried to slow down but discovered the brakes were not working. Traffic cameras captured the moment the car slammed into a brick wall at high speed. Jordan was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. According to the medical examiner, the violent impact caused catastrophic internal injuries, including organ rupture and a fractured spine. Police arrived shortly afterward and pronounced Jordan dead at the scene. 2 days later, Jordan's mother filed a civil lawsuit against Daniel Thompson, arguing that the owner knowingly allowed a dangerously defective vehicle to remain in service with an inspection long overdue. She claimed Daniel's negligence directly contributed to her son's death and initially sought $3.6 million in damages. The judge ruled that Daniel had not authorized Jordan to use the vehicle and rejected the claim of intentional wrongdoing. However, the court determined that Daniel still bore 50% responsibility due to his failure to maintain the car and repair known safety issues. Ultimately, the judge ordered Daniel to pay $1.8 million to Jordan's family. Do you think this ruling was fair?
Hell no. Because that car was in my driveway minding his business and this little nigga came and stole the fucking car. Ain't nobody tell him to come take that car. Like she said, he did not give him permission to drive that car.
Y'all, did y'all hear that? That man's car was sitting in his driveway. Like most people will sit their broke down car in the driveway if they can't drive it. It is not his fault that that young man jumped into his broke down car, sped off like a YN, and just did not care about nothing. So you're going to have to end up fooling around and finding out. And if you're losing a spine and organs and life listen, man. Hey, yo, y'all better raise up your child in the way he should go. And when he get older, he won't depart from you like that. Because that's a terrible way to go. Especially, and the real question is, why is he out here doing that? Why did he feel a need to be out here stealing somebody's brakeless car? He found out tonight.
So now it's for him to counter sue for you, for your child stealing the car.
Man, $1.8 million is crazy though. What that man must got bread. Cause how did the judge? How did they deem that $1.8 million was feasible for that man to pay if he couldn't even get the brakes on his car fixed?
Hey yo,
Brakes cost a couple $100, and y'all that cost him $1.8 million. If he couldn't afford to get the brakes on his car fixed or go and pass inspection,
it's not even a point of him affording. What if he just was not thinking about it or cared about it because he had another vehicle, so it just was sitting there.
But I still want to understand.
Minding his business in his driveway. It was not in her driveway, it was his driveway. You come and steal this car, and now, yep, the upper room it is.
To the upper room he goes.
If that's where he going.
No, he going to hell. I'm here to tell you. He's going to meet his maker.
Don't they say they go up first and get sent down?
Don't they say they go up first and get sent down? All right, what's the deal with this one, boo?
That's some shenanigans. Don't nobody want to do their job. Don't nobody want to make no money. Don't nobody want to work and do the right thing. But here it is. You have this man who has Mr. Darius, who has Asperger's, and he's been driving the MTAs. I can't, because this man literally put on a uniform and everything and was driving the routes when the drivers were not showing up, getting people to where they need to be so they not late on the metro, and they locked him up.
This man has been arrested 32 times for hijacking trains
and the buses, but he not getting in the accidents or nothing.
He steals them to drive the route
perfectly.
Darius McCullen is a New Yorker with Asperger's syndrome and a genius level obsession with the MTA transit system. He has the entire subway map memorized since he was 15 years old. I got something on that. He has been impersonating transit workers. He puts on the uniform, signs out the keys, and takes over. And the crazy part, he is actually better than a real employee.
And they won't hire him because of his record. His record is with doing y'all routes.
My man, he makes every stop on time. He announces the stations clearly, and he even fixes broken signals for free. One time, he drove a bus full with passengers to JFK Airport simply because the real driver didn't show up, and Darius didn't want the people to be late. But the city doesn't see him as a hero. Despite his skills, the MTA refuses to hire him because of his criminal record, a record he only has because he loves the train so much. He has spent nearly half of his life in maximum security prison, sitting in a cell when all he wants to do is work. It's a tragic irony that the only man who cares enough to make the transit run on time is the one that they won't let drive. What a story. Hey, that's a story. Hey, listen.
My thing is,
I don't know what to call it, but
it's stuff like this. Here it is.
That's a good Samaritan.
You see, no, because it's like real life situations. People go to jobs, interview, and things, and nobody ever sits back and say,
Why they have a criminal record?
But no, my whole thing is, you see this man. He's driven your buses. He's been locked up 32 times for doing the job that your people you actually hired and paid won't do. With no issues, no accidents, no nothing. And you telling me that you can't hire this man?
I don't know.
You don't know. Can you imagine if they were to hire him and the people who've already seen him on the routes, not knowing that he don't actually work there? These people ain't nobody report him. Ain't nobody call the police. Ain't nobody worried. Nothing.
I'll tell you what, though. Our current president should give everyone who has a felony record the motivation that they can do it to in any situation.
I don't see why not.
There should be different laws applied to getting jobs now, just because we know that our president is a felon in the White House.
I don't see why.
That is the greatest role in the world, that you can get into the federal. You could become the president of the free world.
But you can't even go visit the White House with a record.
You can't go visit the White House with a record. You can't get into the federal government with a record. You can't do nothing in life as a felon. You can't do nothing in life.
Travel.
You can't do nothing. You can't even get a passport as a felon. So listen, y'all MTA people, y'all man, stop being mean.
But people in general, like,
find
even when it comes,
for him. Let him push. Look, let him push the buckets. Let him push the trash cans or something. Let him
not
do
even that. Why not let him take the buses that's out of service back to the lot if you don't want him around the people? You get what I'm saying? Like, why not let? At the end of the day,
this ain't our business, but this is New York business. And I feel like New York is so close to Jersey, the most dirtiest city in the world. Jersey City is the dirtiest.
No, it's not. New York is dirty.
No.
You talking about because toes?
Yes.
You just give it dirty because of toes. I just feel like in general, when it comes to like the workforce and everything, a lot of people lack the empathy of just whatever happened to giving people a try, like a shot. Because at the end of the day, you have a probation period. So if this person, whatever job you go to, they got to train you anyway. Mm-hmm. You got to be trained. So what's wrong with if you see that this person is looking for a job and they're willing to work and you train them within the 90 or within the 60 or 90 days of their probation or your year or whatever, and they don't do well, then fine. You do your due diligence, your documentation, you fire them because they did not do you well. But if they do, why not? Like, what does it hurt you from employing a good worker so that the business can grow and that's less headache?
Would you hire them?
I would. You know how many people I've interviewed and I'm like, documentation wise, paperwork, like, nah. But people. So if I sit here and just take my bra off and get comfy, you will be in your feelings.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
You know I want to take my bra off. I'm tired of wearing a bra today.
I said I'm sorry.
But people, like, interview people and stuff, and then, like, you know what? You will get trained. We're going to work side by side. We're going to get stuff done. And they end up being amazing workers. It's just nobody's actually giving that chance to show. That's just like homeless people who say, you know, I want something to eat. And you at a food place, you're like, come on, come get what you want. And they order their food versus somebody like, I just want the money.
Mm-hmm. Baby, you know something? I've been wanting to tell you this for a while. You are an amazing potter.
Yeah.
You don't realize some of the things that you be saying and how caring you really are, even though you don't care. I'm so serious, yo. Like, behind the scenes, she complains about potting. But boy, when I press record, my girl will get and give her.
It just depends on what the topics are. Like, again, like I explained to you.
If it's
Doing
interesting,
the pod,
my baby will talk.
I'm here for whatever. But to have to, I guess,
so
put on a
stationary.
certain persona and do things, I ain't here for. But if I could just sit and be me and do and not have to worry about things.
That's why I try to pick topics that's going to open up your mind.
I mean.
But I appreciate that. I do appreciate your thought process, specifically on that one. I couldn't have said that no better than that. Because I honestly do think, that sucked that man has to go and steal buses and trains. But
the passengers aren't saying anything.
You know how many movies we don't seen in certain situations like this where the person probably shouldn't have been in that situation and have done that situation to the best of their ability and basically been a good Samaritan, and the outcome has worked out way better. We just need to take some of them that
but
motivation
people need to go back
shows.
To putting people in place and stop having AI and bots take over these jobs that's doing a horrible ass job, and put people back and that's willing to work.
Yeah, they're gonna have a robot driving buses soon. They're gonna have flying buses. You're gonna get a bus pick you up with wings. It won't be me because I ain't getting on no bus. The struggle between growth and being petty. I don't struggle with that.
Mm-hmm. Growth and being petty.
That mean, because certain situations where you just feel like, perfect example. Somebody asked me at work why I don't talk. Right, and I think I continue to show growth while being petty at the same time. I was like, I don't talk to you because I don't trust you. See? So going back to what we was talking about earlier about red flags and ignoring them because of good vibes and stuff, that was a perfect example of me being real and not just lying. Be like, man, because I am still trying to fill people out, but I've realized I don't trust you. So if I don't trust you, why am I going to talk to you?
There you have it.
Right?
And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you do that, you just have to watch out because they're going to try to find any and every little way to get you hemmed up in something or put you in the midst of something because they know for a fact that you don't like them or care for them. And they're going to try to mess with your job even though...
I got a wife. Everyone, I'm always reminded.
Don't do that.
I have a wife.
Don't do that.
And my wife will snatch a hoe. And that is my petty. I'm always reminded of that. I don't have to worry about nobody. I'm never having an Ebony situation again. I'm really gonna start sicking you on people.
You don't want to be like Universal.
I'm not. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't care what you say.
Oh my gosh, that situation was just crazy. It was, and you know what? I ain't even apologize to that lady.
You snatched her all the way out the way. You did.
It wasn't even her.
She was trying to get in front of you, and you was like, "Girl, not in front of him, you won't." I said, "Oh, okay." Hey, look, I ain't know what to say. I remember the whole situation. I ain't had nothing to say. I just stood there and walked right past that. She had the state of shock face. My girl had the state of shock face. Miami police. Now moving on, y'all. This is some crazy stuff. Miami police find $24 million in sealed barrels at suspect home.
It's giving
I'm
the
not
rip.
turning none of that in.
No, it's the rip. It's literally just like look at the barrels. Wasn't that how it was? We just literally watched the rip.
It definitely was. It definitely is.
I saw that. I said, what? The rip in real life.
The investigation by the DEA.
What the hell?
32-year-old Selma Hernandez, his sister, an employee at the business, was also arrested. He is facing a host of state charges, including money laundering and possession of a firearm while committing a felony. On Tuesday, police and agents raided the Blossom Experience. It is the largest cash seizure in Miami-Dade police history. Over $24 million found inside the Miami Lakes home of Luis Gonzalez Hernandez. Police raided that home Tuesday and says the cash was behind this wall in the attic, packed in orange Home Depot buckets, $150 grand in each bucket. A loaded Tech-9 firearm was also taken from the home. Could never think in a million years that this beautiful home here on the corner of Northwest.
So while we talking about that, y'all, there was a movie on Netflix called The Rip, and in The Rip, right, there was a heist on that. It wasn't
I
really
swear that this story has got to be an old story. And now that The Rip came out, now they bringing this out because you can't tell me the same thing that happened in The Rip with them labeling the barrels 150K.
Yeah.
And this got 150K, and homegirl had been sitting in that house, and that girl on The Rip been sitting in that house.
Same close.
Come on.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past it. That is a perfect.
All it would take is to say that nobody else lived on that block, and it was just like the cartel taking over the block.
Yeah, and that did look like a cartel member.
The only thing is, it was just 24 million.
Yeah.
And on The Rip, it was like 200 and something.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But it still was labeled kind of the same way, and then them
yes, the barrels and everything, the buckets, the same thing.
In the attic. Yeah. The Rip was okay, y'all. Right? Don't get it twisted. But I think while we on movies, I'm gonna tell you something. And I said, my wife, she ain't really into it. I would.
Not into what?
Shrinking.
Why am I not into shrinking?
Is it shrinking? I think
what,
it is.
What is the situation about shrinking?
Because she claimed that no, there ain't no claim. I did. I started the daggone movie without her.
He started the show without me. And then I would come in the room and he'd be watching something and I'd sit and I'd watch. That's how it is. I'll come in, if he's watching something, I'll just sit and watch and be like, oh, what's this? And watch it. And he'll continue. Now, what the issue is, let me watch something and we were watching this together and I watched without him, then it's a whole big blow up issue and everything. But the shrinking, literally he was like, babe, I think there's something that you might be interested in. I'm like, okay, cool. We can watch it together. He's already 4 episodes in.
4 episodes in what?
With the first season.
Oh, this is not the first season no more.
Listen, but I'm saying.
It's season 4.
I'm saying.
And I'm 2 episodes
Let
in.
me
Look at her finger. Look at y'all. Hey, look. This is a normal point. But when she do like this, y'all. Look, when she do like this. That tell you she about to make a point.
It just lets you know that you can love someone and they still don't have loyalty.
Huh? Where the hell you get that from?
Huh?
You just pulled that out your butt. I don't know. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. No. Where'd that come from? I'm loyal to you.
We have shows and stuff we supposed to watch together and stuff, and this man will watch
was not one of them.
You said something to me about it. I was like, okay, cool, but you was already 4 episodes in. I said, okay, so let me watch it, and then we can watch it together. All for you to now, when I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch what here you are. Oh, babe, I'm almost on season 3. Excuse me?
What you mean I'm almost on season 3? I've been following this since the season's dropped.
You're not understanding. When you said something to me about it, I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it so I can catch up.
Yeah, and I thought
and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to watch these couple episodes and then I'm going to get back to him and be like, babe, I'm caught up because he's not watching it no more. No, this man just continues to watch it.
All right, let me tell you something. This is a real question, though. Should there be division in the home when you watch a good show that you think your spouse would be a part that would be great to watch, and you just continue on to watch it, and then you don't give her an opportunity to catch up?
That's disrespectful.
No, it's not. I feel like the opportunity to catch up.
It's really disrespectful when you're willing to sit and rewatch it and act like you ain't watch it.
You know how often I do that. Hey, Slim. Hey, the fact that I actually sit there and do that, though, I be doing that shit a lot. Ow.
Yeah.
But shrinking, though, right, on Apple TV is a hidden gem. I promise you guys, right? It's like, I'm telling you, if the show is based off the title, Shrink. If you need to go see a shrink, this is the movie for you. You get all your therapy from this goddamn movie.
I literally sat and watched, what was it, 2 episodes of you?
Man,
And I was cracking up. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Like, explain to me. But I can't.
She can't get into it by herself. That'd be the problem.
It's not something that I'm like, oh, that's the show I need to be sitting and watching. Unless you like, babe, catch up. I'm like, oh, okay. That's what I thought I was doing when I was to go to watch the 4 episodes. I'm like, all right, babe, I'm caught up. Let's get it. Off of the note that this man is set. And he done went on through a whole nother season.
The crazy part is the biggest actor in this entire show is Harrison Ford. And man, you know how long Harrison Ford been in the movie and TV business. Harrison Ford is 83, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you, these last few seasons is probably the best I've ever seen Harrison Ford, because this show allows him to actually tap into his comedic acting side. It allows him to. It almost seems like he's being himself in this show, and I'm telling you, it's a hidden gem that no one really is talking about. And if you get an opportunity to go on Apple TV and watch it, this is not an ad. You should do it. I'm telling you, it's really a good show, y'all. I'm trying to get her to catch up, but you know,
I can't. He's not going to stop so that I can catch up.
You know, it's starring Jason Segel, and we know Jason Segel too. Jason Segel has been in a lot of popular movies as well. So, yeah, man. And the one thing another hidden gem is Jessica Williams. She plays Gabby. That girl too. She is. Listen.
No, who I really like is Brian. Is Michael Urie. He is hilarious. He's the
yeah. He's the gay guy, and I'm telling you, he like the way he.
It's the sarcasm that I'm here for.
Yeah, he plays a lawyer in the show.
But how they root for Jason his name is Jimmy in the show. His daughter.
Yeah.
And to support her and stuff.
Yeah. Being a single.
And I'm gonna watch
being a single dad. But I'm
gonna binge and mind my business and drink my water, and I'm gonna watch it.
What's her name? Weedy? Her
name is Wendell.
Wendell, yeah, and then him, he a big time actor too. So they got some people, y'all. It's a good show though. So if you find some time, go check that out. His and Hers on Netflix.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was so dark. It was so dark, but
it was good.
Listen, this was this is one of the first times in a very long time I felt like Netflix did their thing.
It was good.
Because you could sit back, spoiler alert, watching this movie, or was it a movie?
It was a short
limited series, 6 episodes, 6 good episodes, and you could come up with your own thought process of who was the murderer, and when they reveal who the murderer was, y'all, oh my God, you would have never thought it. Even though they was telling you from the beginning she was in situations that she shouldn't have not been in. Like walking butt naked in the middle of the road.
Nah, you just tell everything.
I said spoiler alert at the beginning. I did say that though.
That's the end of the movie.
Yeah, that threw me all the way off, but she did it. Okay, moving on. What nobody warned us about adulthood. My grandmother warned me about bills.
Nobody warned me about nothing.
Man, listen, she used to warn me about paying bills though. But she used to warn me in a way and tell me I ain't gonna ever be built for it. I'm telling you, I had to ingrain that in my mind. I'm gonna prove her wrong.
What? Had your grandmother ever had a job?
No.
Go tell somebody.
Yeah, how you gonna tell somebody that they ain't built for something? You ain't never held a career for real.
But guess what? Pussy paid the bills. Hey.
You're not gonna talk about my grandmother.
Yeah.
So nobody warned us about child adulthood. My grandma warned me. I'm sorry. I knew this day would come.
I wasn't warned like that because it was basically like
you always felt like
somebody's always going to do it.
Yeah, you always. Even when we was living in North Carolina that little bit of time, when we couldn't do it, and that's why I love your grandparents so much, man. They always had our back.
All I had to do was bring. Yeah. We'll drive down.
It would be times I'd tell her, no, don't do it. We gonna figure it out.
Ring.
And we tried to figure it out and just couldn't figure it out.
Ring. I ain't about to get no headache.
Yeah.
They take their rides and meet us. They be like, okay, we're gonna be in Selma. Cool.
Yeah. What lessons cost you the most emotionally? For me, CVS. That joint really messed me up because I felt like I was doing. I felt like putting my family first should always be more important than working, and the way they handled that situation put me in a place. You knew how hard that was for me. That messed me up, especially coming from people I felt like I put my neck on the line to help out. So that really messed me up. So it's really like that's why I try to limit the amount of friendships I build in workplaces, because when you get stabbed in the back the way you get stabbed in the back trying to hold somebody you thought was a friend accountable, and to not disrespect you in front of certain situations, and they think that's okay, and you hold them accountable.
And you realize loyalty.
Yeah.
And you realize at the end of the day, when you are a workplace and you build work relationships and things, that is
Gotta
just
leave
there
it just
at
what it
work.
is.
And that's why when I say like the work relationships and things of that nature and where I am now, I kind of enjoy not having the big coworker status like I've had before. Not to say that the relationships that I had before I still have. It's just the messy, the try to get the one up once their hand is at the fire. It's like, okay, who can I, you get what I'm saying? Who can I bring down, or who can I throw something that I know for a fact if I do it, they not gonna throw me.
Yep.
When actually it should be a throw. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It should be a okay, cool. Well, we all going out with a bang.
Yeah.
But no. That's how it is. It's always those who find a person that they know is loyal and they know is a solid person. They like, if I say something, that person gonna take it on the chin. They gonna own up to their shit. They gonna take it on the chin, and they not gonna say nothing else about nobody else. And that's what the fuck that part is about a lot of things. I guess mine would be family.
Damn. Yeah. Big time.
Yeah, mine would be family, because I've always been brought up that, family is everything. So, and by, my family not being a big, large family on our side, even though I have cousins and stuff, it's always been, family first. Want to, get together and, have holidays together, be around each other and things of that nature. Taking care of one another. Mine was family.
Yeah, I had to. Why I motivated you to do this past year, because I feel like just how March was 2025 for you.
It come about to be a year.
It just hurt knowing how your grandfather wanted things to be the way your aunt did that.
Yeah.
That sucked. You feel me? that sucked. And yeah. But also I'm glad while we not really through it, I'm glad we came through it the way that we came through it, and it didn't really knock us completely down. Cause that right there, being transparent, that was tough. I'm telling her, I'm constantly telling her it's gonna be okay. Like, we've got through situations, tough situations before. We gonna make it through. But
if it wasn't for your career path and journey you going down, I'd have been out.
Yeah.
Skipped town, out of here.
Yeah, so Yeah, but that also teaches you a lesson. That should teach you. I don't know. That don't teach me no lesson. I'm sorry. Never mind. There ain't no lesson in getting fucked by your family.
It ain't.
Especially when you are going above and beyond to position them in a place to be better. And they go out saying, you know what, I'm a sinner. I'm going to take an axe to you. That's like somebody really stabbing you in your back.
They go out with a real bang.
Yeah, that's been episode 229, y'all. I hope y'all really enjoyed this. Like, there was a lot going on, you know. Well, a lot going on in this episode, but we was able to have some good conversations, I think. Episode 229. Make sure y'all subscribe, rate, comment, share, and like. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Patreon. If you have some time, go check us out on Patreon, too. Follow us on all socials. LinkedIn.
This year, I just want everybody to focus on you. It is okay to tell people no. It is okay to put yourself first. And not to say that you slighting anybody, but here today, gone today, here today, gone tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, whatever it is you want to do.
Enjoy us while we here, man. And that's been our time, y'all. And we out. Peace.